Hi ladies, today we're talking about 9 common eye makeup mistakes that women over 50 often make. I'm going to take my droopy hooded eyes and using makeup I'm going to give them an eye lift. So these 9 eye makeup mistakes that we sometimes make, some of them are mistakes and then some of them are things that I think we just often overlook or forget about doing. So we're going to go through each one and I'm going to take my droopy hooded eyes into eyes that look alive and uplifted using only makeup. The first mistake, I'll call it, is we often forget to moisturize our eye area. I like this Bobbi Brown hydrating eye cream because it really helps to plump up and hydrate my under eye area. I have oily skin, however my under eye area can be on the little drier side at times. The thing that I like about this eye cream is that it is quickly absorbed into my skin. It doesn't leave any oily residue afterwards, and it does a great job of hydrating my under eye area. And as you can see, I put it all the way around underneath my eye on my eyelid. It does not contribute to oil on my eyelid, and I do have oily eyelids. It's just a really great eye cream. The next eye makeup mistake that we sometimes forget to do is prime our eyelids. This is so important, especially if you have oily eyelids like me. I have 2 primers that I like for my eye area. The one that I'm using is by Hourglass, and an economical one from the drugstore is the Wet n Wild eye primer that I have used in the past. Priming your eyelid just helps to keep your eyeshadow stay put. It also helps the pigment to be much richer looking, and it also will even out any discoloration that you might have on your eyelids. So I always like to prime my eyelids. For me, the main reason is because I have oily eyelids and it just helps my eye makeup to last all day long, because if I forget to do this step, my eye makeup will disintegrate after a few hours because my eyelids are so oily. The next eye makeup mistake that we sometimes make is not concealing the darkness underneath our eyes. You can use a concealer. I'm using the Tilbury Color Corrector. This is a type of concealer, but it is mainly used for darkness, blue darkness underneath the eyes. If you want to cover any red or black spots, you're probably going to have to go with a heavier concealer, but I like this one. I easily can apply it with my fingers. I like to warm it up in my fingers first, and then I just pat it all underneath my eye area, and you can see that it really does hide my blueness underneath my eyes. Now I know you're supposed to use your ring finger when you're working in your eye area because that is your weakest finger and it won't pull or tug on your delicate under eye area skin. I just use whatever finger I feel like on that particular day. The fourth eye makeup mistake that we sometimes make as we get older is we forget to do our eyebrows. And it is so important to do our eyebrows as we get older because oftentimes we will lose our eyebrow hair. Could be due to medication, hypothyroidism as in my case. Just aging or illness can also make our eyebrows disappear. So it's really important, if you only do one thing, do your eyebrows because they're so important. They frame your beautiful face. They really bring attention to your eyes. I have 2 eyebrow pencils that are my top 2 go-tos. The one that I'm using is by IT Cosmetics. It's a universal brow pencil. I've talked about this for years. And recently I have also fallen in love with the Tilbury eyebrow pencil. I use the color Taupe with the IT Cosmetics. It works on pressure, so if you want to go darker, you just press harder. And if you want to go lighter, you just use gentle light strokes. And in the Tilbury Brow Cheat, I use the color Taupe as well. I find that I really have to press harder with the Tilbury one. I think the IT Cosmetics one still glides on more easily. And I have talked about this in a few videos that I'm using the Ordinary Eyebrow Serum. I did finish up my Latisse, and then I started using the Ordinary. I did put it on my eyelashes, but I quit. I don't know, there's just something in it that really irritated my eyes. So for me, it doesn't work on my lashes, but I'm using it on my brows. I haven't really seen any difference as of yet. I'm at about the 6-week mark now after using the Latisse, and I'm told that it can take between 6 and 8 weeks for the Latisse to start to show results, so that's why I continued on with this for my brows. And we'll check in once this tube is done and see if my brows did fill in, because I am missing a lot of hair at the tail and also at the beginning of my brows, and those are the areas that I'm really concentrating on. This is under $20, and if it does work and I get nice brows again, then this will definitely become a very important part of my beauty routine. So the next mistake or thing that we forget to do is the waterline. I like to do my waterline, I like to put my eyeliner on my upper waterline as opposed to on my eyelid, because I don't have big eyelids and I get a more bold look if I do my waterline. Now on my top waterline, I don't use black, I like to use brown or navy. I like the Charlotte Tilbury Rock and Coal pencil for the upper waterline, and I also like the L'Oreal Low Liner in brown. That's a drugstore version. It's actually, I would say, a very close dupe to the Charlotte Tilbury brow pencils. If you want to save some money, maybe give the L'Oreal Low Liner a try. So as you can see, my eyes are sensitive when anybody goes near them, so I have found a way to put my waterline eyeliner on by kind of half closing my eye. I have a full video on that I will link here if you want to go check out my tips and tricks. But that's how I find it the best way for me to apply my upper waterline eyeliner. Because if I see something coming towards my eye, my reaction is just to close it, so I can't keep them wide open whenever I'm doing my waterline. Now on the bottom line, you like to go with a light color or a nude color, and that just brightens up the eye area underneath. If you put a dark color on both the top and the bottom, it can come across as being harsh. And also it can make your eyes look smaller because it closes them in. So I always like to go darker on the top and then light on the bottom, because light attracts light and it makes things look larger. So I want to open up my eyes. So for today's look, I just put on a single eyeshadow. It's a Laura Mercier shadow stick. I love doing a one and done eyeshadow. And then I never put mascara on my bottom lashes. I do not like the look on me. So I just like to take a smudger brush and I will just go with like a brown, or if I'm wearing multiple colors on my eyelids, I'll just go with the color that is in the outer third, the darkest color, and I'll just smudge that underneath my eye about 2/3 of the way underneath. I don't fully line underneath. Again, that can make the eye look small and close it up. So you want to stay away from the inside corner about 1/3 of the way, and then start your eyeliner about underneath the pupil and then match it up to the outer corner of your eye. Some of my favorite mascaras are the IT Cosmetics Tightline. I like that one because it has a really tiny brush. It also, you can get really close to the root of your eyelashes, so it makes your lash line look like you have tight lined it even if you haven't. I also like the Charlotte Tilbury Push Up Lashes mascara. That does a really nice job of making my sparse eyelashes look long and thick. And I see now that it's available in brown. So I used to wear brown mascara a lot, and then it seemed to get discontinued. I was using one by Estee Lauder years ago. So I just recently saw that the Charlotte Tilbury Push Up Lashes is also available in a brown color. So I want to try that in the future, but I got to use up all my mascaras that I have on the go now. The one that I'm using today is by Chantecaille. I bought it in the Nordstrom sale last year, and I wanted to try it because it has serum in it, and I wanted to see if it would help my lashes. I've been using it now for about a month, and I really do think that it does help to condition my eyelashes. So if you're looking for a luxury mascara that does the job as a mascara but also conditions your eyelashes, I really recommend that one. And then the last common eye makeup mistake that we sometimes forget to do is just clean up underneath our eye area. So for this step, you're going to need a sponge, and you're going to need a separate concealer than the one that you use to color correct underneath your eyes. And you're just going to put a couple of dabs underneath the eye. I start about in the middle and then work my way up. Take a dry sponge and just take your time pulling upwards to the outer corner of your eye, and you just kind of want to make like a nice clean sweep, and that trick alone kind of uplifts and pulls the eye area up, making it look like you've lifted your eyes. So if you enjoyed my 9 common eye makeup mistakes that women over 50 often make, I hope that you will subscribe to my channel. If you haven't, give this video a thumbs up, and be sure to check out my playlist that I will link in the description box below this video, where I have a whole bunch of different makeup mistakes videos and style mistakes videos. Thank you so much for spending time with me today, and I'll see you next time. Bye.